Hi, it's Hilary and I'm here in my studio in Los Angeles, and today we're going to take a look at, for this month's focus, roll up. So roll up is the second exercise. We already looked at the 100. So roll up is the second exercise, and it's the first time we're going to see your full spinal flexion. So this is where we can really see where we're tight or where maybe we're stuck. And sometimes rolling up has nothing to do with strength. It has a lot to do with mobility. And so you can really see as you continue through your work and the hour of your Pilates how things get more and more mobile, like the arms right here. So you're just gonna start, and we're just gonna kind of get a feel for it. If you have a strap, it's always good to use the strap. Joseph Pilates used to say that the strap really made everything kind of connect like a spring on the apparatus around me. But if you don't have it, that's okay too. You can always use a wall and push into the wall to kind of get some feedback. Anything like that will happen. So just go ahead and lie down on your back. And we're just gonna kind of feel where we're connected to our mat. And maybe you feel like one hip is higher, one hip is kind of not the same, and don't correct it, just kind of feel. And we're gonna build our roll up. I want you to kind of feel where we are in space. So just take your arms, keep everything as it is on the mat. Don't let it kind of arch up. And you're just gonna reach your arms behind you wherever you can. Really lengthen and reach your arms and reach your legs. And then you're just gonna take your arms to the sky, and you're gonna let your head and shoulders curl up, and just kind of see if you can curl your shoulders up and keep everything pressing into that mat below the shoulders. And then bring it back down. And if you're on the wall, kind of press into the wall. If you've got a strap, pull into it. If you don't have a wall, just visualize that you're pushing those legs and reaching them away. So do that again. Just looking towards the feet. So we're just kind of trying to get our shoulders off. And then from there, see if you can go maybe reaching the legs and arms a little bit more to curl up more, but keeping that low back pressed into your mat. And then back down. Good. And one way to think about keeping that low back pressed down is to think of our hips kind of curling, like you had two knobs here, you're kind of curling them up. So your hips are kind of curling in this direction. So we're going to take it into the full roll up. We're going to take it a little slow. So just do what you can do. I want you to feel the head come up, then the shoulders come up, and then think just kind of the middle of your back, but the low is still pressed down. And then keep reaching and try to curl each little part of your back off. And then let's just kind of hold it here and still think about the curl of your hips, right? And trying to round as much as you can. And then I want you to think to go down. We're going to continue to think of this kind of rolling down, and then think of kind of that low back, your hips, your low back, your middle back, your upper back, just where you can, and then reach. So all you have to think about here is just trying to get the shoulders, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back up. And then you're reaching your arms and legs in one direction. And then same thing, think of this starting you down and all the way down. And then eventually just kind of get a pace that works for you and go with it. And that's your roll up. And it's really getting that opposition again that you had in your 100 with the arms and legs reaching, right? It's the same thing, but now it's just a bigger stretch. And don't be cruel with yourself with your roll up. It's only the second exercise you're doing in your Pilates work. So things are still trying to figure out where our mobility is. So roll up, again, like any Pilates, never gonna be perfect, but it's giving you a lot of information. When you roll down, where is that spot that it feels like, boom, you know? Or it feels like all of a sudden you're rounding, and then boom, you're down, right? So that's all it is. It's just taking it about, oh, that area is a little tight today. Need to kind of work on that and focus. So that's your roll-up focus for the month. Bye, enjoy.